So, what do you think? Food for thought, huh? I just have a few comments that I need to make. I'm not a Christian. I'm nowhere near a Christian. There are things in the Bible that I simply cannot agree with. Things like racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, rape, kidnapping, infanticide, child abuse. These are all things that you can find. Theft even. They should have little buttons on them. I'm going to put them in when I finish the video. You can find them in your Bible. They're all there. For those of you that don't know, if you are Jewish, then you follow the Torah, Christian the Bible, and then the Quran if you're Islamist. Now they're actually all first, second and third editions of the same book, so you can kind of say that most of the things that you're going to find in the Bible you can probably find in the Torah and in Islam as well, more or less. You know, I'm not going to make sweeping statements here, but you can find more or less the same kind of attitudes. What Michael Strauss has done, he has let us know that the universe basically had an origin, that it had a plan, and it probably had a planner or a creator. Now it was a singular energy, a singular conscious energy that managed to create this universe. Okay, now you have to think now, what was the purpose of it? Now I might make another video about that later, like the meaning of life and stuff, but there's one thing that you need to consider. Basically, the challenge is this: the Big Bang challenge. Can you shift your opinions and thoughts from an individual perspective to a collective perspective? It's a big thing. You are made from that same energy that created this universe, that same singular conscious energy, and you are energy reflected in a different way. You are a direct reflection of it, if you get what I mean. So you are the same thing as a rock, as a sofa, as this microphone, as my hat. We're all made of atoms, and each one of us is the same. So things like equality, you have to realize, has got to be. You know, there's absolutely nothing different between a black person and a white person. We're all made of atoms. We all deserve the same rights. Same as men and women, same as homosexuals. You know, everyone has to have the same rights in humanity, simply because we're made of the same thing, and we all make up part of that original energy. Get it? There are also other things that you need to take into perspective, but it all helps when you take the idea from the individual to the collective. So what about capitalism? Capitalism actively works against everything else. It works on an individual. Someone has to be rich and someone has to be poor. I understand that to change the entire way the Western world works is probably going to take an awful long time, but the idea that we need to be a collective and think about humanity as a whole rather than individual selfish needs, it kind of will help us in the long run. Things like saving the planet from climate destruction. You know, we need to help each other. Other things as well, like, why doesn't God help us? Because you're God, because you're part of that same energy. So if you're complaining that there is still hunger in the world and there is enough food in the world to feed everyone, it's because you're not doing anything about it. You know, you're in a situation where you have enough food, you probably have food in your cupboard still, and yet there's someone in the street that's going hungry. So if you're complaining that God doesn't do anything, then get out of your house and give someone some food. Okay, it works on a whole bunch of different stuff as well, so it's worth thinking about. Yeah, humanity lies in our hands basically, and the buck stops here. Responsibility sticks with you. If you are part of the same energy, get this, you cannot rely, you cannot hide behind your sacred books anymore for your atrocious acts. Basically, anything that you do in the name of God, you are actually doing. You are personally responsible for every single thing you do. So if you kill someone because God told you to, or because the Bible told you to, the Quran or the Torah, this is invalid. It is absolutely invalid. You are doing it. You are responsible. Okay? Shift your perspective from the individual to the whole. Okay, you are part of that original energy. What you do is divine. Everything you do is divine. Get it? So, you're responsible. Don't kill anyone. It doesn't work. It doesn't help anyone. Don't thieve. Don't steal from anyone. Come on. These are basic things that we all know. Stop hiding behind your books. If you're atheist as well, have a look around you. This is life, okay? We're all made of the same thing. It's all part of energy. Whether we think this energy was conscious or not, I mean, it seems that way from the description of how the universe was made. It seems that it does have a plan. Maybe you need to contemplate on this subject a little bit more. I understand that, no one's going to start changing their opinions from here. So, the Big Bang Challenge is this. I'm going to finish now. Change your perspective. Individual to the collective, okay? We are all a collective. Let's work together. Do you know how much we can achieve? I'll be back. I'll see you later.